There we go. Awesome. Waiting to watch game. Hello, Android loading screen. What is this, my like TI-7 music pack or something? Or maybe it's the
5 seconds.
like regular or whatever. Oh, come on, show me
It's
heroes.
Dyer's turn.
Oh, no shit. Okay, that was actually the we're literally just getting started. Nobody's picked anything yet. First beginning of the ban phase, so it's going to be at least 10 or 15 minutes till the game's actually going here. So we're back at round 1. Flower Gaming versus Denique. Game 2. Make sure that information's all correct, but I'm pretty sure it is. Next series of games is probably going to be Oracle versus X Loki. Is it not just Loki? Is it X Loki? That was definitely the game team I watched play is Fly Solo. I mean, Melody, DJ388, Polly, and Sideface. Are they... What? Is there American players? They look like American flags. Malaysia. I guess I'm an idiot. What's the Malaysian flag? No, okay, yeah. It's like a 14 horizontal stripes, and a crescent, and a 14-pointed star. Alright, well, in miniature, I thought it was an American flag. But I could really not make up what was going on in the blue in the corner, so... What can I say? Loki beat LGD Int. Oracle. And DT. No, that's my time. What? Oh, no, that's tomorrow. That's in that's in like 18 hours. 20 hours? It's Team Oracle versus X Loki. So this is probably going to be their last series today. Yeah, March 8th, 10 o'clock my local time. LGD versus Loki. 2-game series. Loki won both. Now it's Denique versus Flower. And then so tomorrow there'll be Oracle versus Loki. And whoever won with Denique versus Flower against LGD Int, I believe. March 8th, 2100. Earlier tonight, they also had the upper bracket. Oh, never mind. Okay, so then after Denique versus Flower, we'll have Team Virus versus Neon Esports starting at 3 o'clock my local time. Or 1 hour and 13 minutes from now. So hopefully, Denique versus Flower are done by then. I don't know if they are actually queued up like that or if they will overlap them and start the second series before the first one's over if it happens to run long.
Still last hit.
But I guess we'll find out.
Never a 5 seconds.
Anyway, watching some bans happen here. Flower bans out the Oracle and the Slardar, and is just now the Winter Wyvern as well. Denique. Okay, yeah, so we do see the little tick up there for the victory so far. They've banned Void Spirit and Chin. I feel like these flags are screwed up somehow.
10 seconds.
I don't know exactly what the what these banners are supposed to look like, but I sort of imagine it's not.
It's Dyer's turn to pick.
I don't know. Maybe I should throw a colon in here. And Denique bans out the Batbiter. I'd love to do a little more in-depth analysis on these teams and those picks, but I don't really know anything about them except for having seen them play
It's Radiant's
once or
turn.
twice. And first pick Snapfire out for Flower Gaming. She's a very meta hero right now. Combos well with people that hold you still, like Void, Agnes, Tiny. Tiny holds you kind of still.
It's
Most holds you really
Radiant's
still.
Dire should pick
Clockwork. Mars. Good with Mars, so maybe they pick the Mars to counter. Yeah, they're going to grab two good synergies with Snapfire and steal them away in the Mars pick and the Puck pick. I'm going to go ahead and presume that DJ388 offlane's going to be the Mars. And we're going to see probably Polly playing the Puck position 4. Although I guess it depends on Flower's lineup. They may go ahead and run Melody
5 seconds.
on the Puck mid. I don't really foresee them doing anything different with Mars. Maybe it's going to be Mars mid and Puck offlane. Lifestealer. Interesting choice. Oh, the Rage is really nice against the magic disables from those two heroes and the magic damage. Silence is a little bit rough to play against the Snakes from the Puck, but it's fairly short duration, Waning Rift. And Lifestealer likes to slap people with lots of HP, you know? So, or actually,
5 seconds.
I say that, but I actually don't know. I've never bothered to read the exact changes. Attacks heal himself for percentage of his target's max health. So yeah, it heals him a lot, but he doesn't actually eat through people with lots of HP any faster like he used to, because it used to deal extra damage based on the opponent's current HP. And this is a percentage of his target's max health. So he likes to slap
What's
tanky
Radiant's
people,
battle plan anyway?
even if they're low on HP. Razor
5
Band comes
seconds.
out. Razor, yeah, really good against Lifestealer. Razor tends to have enough move speed to be able to stay on top of him to maintain the static link, and sapping his damage away and slapping him while you do it is a pretty rude thing for the Infester. Denique's band jump biting a little ways into their reserve time, considering this bad choice. I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna do. What do they not want to deal with? What's really good against Mars and
It's
Puck?
Dire's turn.
LC?
What's
Yeah.
Radiant's battle
I'm not
plan
surprised that they
anyway?
decided to ban the LC against the Puck, actually. One of the strongest disables against the little fairy dragon. Flower Gaming banned the Morphling. I guess they didn't feel they used it that effectively last game, and they certainly don't want to have to deal with going up against it, so they take it out of the pool. Back
10
to
seconds.
Denique.
5 seconds.
I think Mortimer is just so dang cute. He reminds me of
It's
Toothless from How to Train Your Dragon, with the tongue just like lolling out and the giant eyes and sort of
Dire
wobbly
should
head.
pick now.
They ban the Timbersaw and they'll pick Flagon. Rubik. I like Rubik against Snapfire. Fade Bolt's especially good to reduce the damage. I think it works on Lil Shredder, but she just has lots of good spells to steal. Any one of them is pretty nice. Lil Shredder's probably the weakest.
10
Scatter Blast is good. Cookie's really good to help pull teammates out of dangerous situations, and obviously he
5
can just stand
seconds.
there and channel Mortimer's kisses as well. Flower Gaming's time for a pick. So I thought the Puck was going to be the 4. You might say Rubik be the 4. The Puck could actually end up being one of the cores. Or it could be a Rubik 5. Or, I mean, I guess at least theoretically it could be a Puck 5 and a Rubik 4. I don't know
It's Radiant's
Polly's and
turn.
Side Vase's preferences for such things. And there's Tiny. So yeah, a hero that can kind of hold people still for Snapfire LT. Probably going to be... I'm going to guess for the moment the DDZ is going to run in mid, and they're going to play the core Tiny just to rotating look for those solo pickoffs.
It's Dire's turn.
If they ever catch the Puck without the phase shift, he's in trouble. They respond with a Storm. I mean, pretty elusive hero. Nothing Flower Gaming has so far can lock him down very effectively. I shouldn't say that though. Actually, the Avatar's combo can really cut through Storm Spirit, especially if he doesn't have much mana to get
10 seconds.
out of the range from it with Ball Lightning ahead of time. But Lifesteal and
5
Snapfire aren't too scary against him. As the stun from Snap's okay, I guess, especially if she ties it just right. Yeah, Rubik can steal Rage. Rubik can steal. Actually, Infest would be really interesting to see a steal by Rubik, because he would just be able to infest a teammate, give him the move speed and the HP regen. That could be really gross on the Mars. It doesn't give you any mana regen though, so you can't really use it to do anything funky with Storm. Oh, okay. So it's not going to be the DDZ Tiny mid. Probably DDZ Tiny or DDZ Shadow Fiend mid. Probably going to be Yamate on the Tiny in the position 4. Ban the Omni Knight. So maybe they're looking at another physical damage core for their safe laner. Interesting choice. Flower Gaming. What are they going to want to combo with the SF? I mean, I guess
10
the
seconds.
Snapfire Mourner's Kisses are also not bad with the fear from the SF ulti.
5 seconds.
Storm versus SF. I feel like that's a slightly SF favored matchup. But they both cut through the wave like crazy. And they can both kind of go flash from the jungle in between as well. So I think it's going to come a lot more down to skill level and overall play. Last game we saw DDZ stomp Melody into the ground until Melody was able to just rotate in the jungle and farm up some stacks, at which point he completely recovered and came back and carried the entire game. It could actually very well be the opposite this game. We could see the Storm kind of shit on the Shadow Fiend in lane, and then the Shadow Fiend go to the jungle and farm up. Alright, immediate troll ban, and then they start right quick with the Centaur. So, Centaur off lane, Snapfire 5, Tiny 4, Lifestealer safe, and Shadow Fiend mid. And Denique, they have about a minute of reserve time left, so they can think long and hard about this. What do they want against the Centaur and Lifestealer? Both pretty damn tanky as far as cores go, and the SF's kind of elusive. Monkey King, okay. Hero that likes to duke up with the Centaur in lane. He's not too off-put by the return damage. Or the, what's it called now? I can't even remember. Centaur. What's your passive called, buddy? Retaliate. Yeah, DTS Mediate, side face. Okay, so we got Puck 5, Rubik 4. And Meme the Monkey King. I like the Centaur pick overall. Well, it's interesting to choose it into both. You can use Stampede to get out of Mars ult if you're real quick on the draw with it. It doesn't do much against Puck though, because all you're going to do if you run away from Coil is just snap it on yourself. I think Denique definitely has the stronger pickup lineup, despite the fact that there's a Tiny on the team. Just because Storm, Puck, Mars, who will probably be able to Blink Dagger, and Monkey King all just kind of like to jump on you, right? Honestly, Polly is their weak point with their maneuverability, and if he gets an Aetherlands and enough farm to find a Blink Dagger at some point in the game too, they're going to have some serious chase. So Flower Gaming are going to have to group up and fight as one unit and try to push together to make this happen. If they get sort of split up and scattered apart, they're not going to do well. Late game, I think I'm going to give the edge to Flower. SF scales super well, especially with the CDR talent. Tiny, if he gets a little bit farmed, is still going to be able to burst down supports unless they build whatever the shield is, the Aegis thing. Not Ether Limit, not Ether Lens. Drawing a blank. Unless they build those. The thing that hard dispels you and stops you from taking damage once your health falls below 70% or whatever. So yeah, no, we don't want buyback status. Doesn't really matter at this point. Look, no one has buyback. Wow, crazy. I know, right? Unbelievable. Let's go ahead and mention this. Free camera. Okay. So, we've got Melody on the Storm Spirit mid for the Radiant. Mr. Sideface, position 5, safe lane support Puck. We've got Polly on the Rubik, off lane support position 4. We've got Monkey King, played by Mr. Hamim, sneaking into the enemy base looking for some courier kills with that mischief here. And he's going to get one. And the pinks come out. And he's going to get 2. Woo! Stylish. Nice tip from Yamate. We've got DJ388 playing the Mars offlane with the Orb of Venom level 1. On the dire side, we have Mozoon on the position 5 Snapfire safe lane supports. We have Lance on the Lifestealer.
We enjoy the show.
Candyloon, Centaur Warrunner, 2 retaliate stacks already. And Yamate on the Tiny. Probably sort of a roaming 4. He does find his way to run into Hamim here with a lot of Iron Branches. He will duke it out, but the Jingo Mastery means that Tiny is not going to get the better of this trade. But he does have the boots level 1, so he can just walk away. And last but not least, we have DDZ on the Shadow Fiend mid, who's gone for the Raises level 1. Melody taking the Static Remnant. No real surprises there. First last hit goes the way of Melody. Actually, that's not true. The Monkey King. I guess his courier snipes count as last hits. Good to know. I did not realize that was a mechanic that was in this game. But those said courier kills are already respawning. Polly getting a lot of harass damage out on the Lance here. Got the Feast level 1, but man, he's just getting spanked. Not a particularly fun time to be having. As a melee versus a range, when your Snapfire is busy trying to deal with Mars. Took God's Rebuke level 1. And there it is. Some damage out on the Lifestealer again. Yeah, he's just getting harassed low. He's probably going to have to pop that stuff. Yeah, he walks into trees. Go ahead and get that safe south pop off. Mosin doing a little bit of damage to the Scatter Blast. Got the headdress, which is going to be nice against the harass damage. No, he's not a cookie stealer. He's not Cookie Monster. We've got Candyloon skipping the wave down here, being chased around by Sideface with that headdress. He's got the Retaliate stacks up, but the Puck's right click hurts, you know? He's walking all the way back here behind the 2-2 tower. He's going to go ahead and grab a second creep wave, but the 16 return damage is not a lot. He's trying to beat up the Sideface here. I don't know, Candyloon, if this is going to work out for you, bud. He's left the Tiny by himself against the Monkey King. Nice Avalanche toss-up as well. Hamim does not have any stacks up. So he's getting he's getting body blocked up again. Lance's courier goes down somewhere up top. We are watching a little bit of a dive. Nice cookie stun onto 2, but they get the open wounds out onto Polly. Will Mozoon go down first, or will Polly? Polly's first blood. Denique, DJ388 is going to finish off Mozoon in return, though. So 1-for-1 trade up in the top lane. Meanwhile, Candyloon has actually made it all the way back underneath his tier 1 tower, so he's going to be able to farm up all these creeps and get that XP. Good job for him for not quite dying to that. Yamate unable to kill Hamim down bottom. And pulling the creeps yet again. So I would say that Flower Gaming had a comfortable advantage in the lane so far, despite the fact that they're ever so slightly behind on the net worth. Meanwhile, level 4 versus level 4 mid, 14-1 versus 16-1, a pretty uneven matchup so far. DDZ trying to block this range creep back. Hit it with the raise. A response from the lightning. But yeah, the fact that Lance got the last hit in the first blood means he's already got the boots, which is good news for him. Trying to throw a lot of harass out though. And Mars now has a slight level advantage. I miss a kill onto Hamim down bottom. Candyloon manages to take him down with this Retaliate. 104% extra damage, 150 per slap, plus the Avatos combo. He is just not beefy enough to live through that yet, even if he had Jingu stacks, which doesn't look like he did. Oh, I missed another kill. Okay, they get Polly. Return kill onto Lance. So DJ388. He's having a good time in this lane. Mozoon with another Scatter Blast. He's got a mango too if he wants to after his cooldowns come out, but DJ388 will go ahead and limp away, makes it off. So Polly goes down, but they get the lifesteal in return. A good kill for them. He's got the full magic wand in the boots though, so should have a pretty good time. Another courier snipe. A lot of couriers going down this game. Yamate rotates in. It's not all that often you get to see a tiny kill a courier, and he's rotating mid. Looks like Melody and DDZ are having at it a little bit here. There is a DD rune sitting in the top river. I don't know if Yamate, yeah, so he sees Melody, he's going for it. He's going to go ahead and stun him. Oh, he gets the toss back on the DDZ. He will go ahead and grab the DD rune for himself. DDZ turning, taking a little bit of the creep wave damage. Melody gets a static remnant with the overload out onto Yamate. The raise almost takes him down, but the raindrop save his life, and he'll get the healing salve off in response. Mars looking a little unhealthy up top. Mosin, yeah, he's still got that mango. You need to be careful, buddy. You've got that 1 point bulwark, but it's probably not going to be enough to save you. And now Mosin with the level advantage, definitely having fun trading versus Polly. They start trying to chase the Snapfire. They definitely have the move speed advantage. One set of boots, but not the other. So Storm has, well, pulled ever so slightly ahead of the Shadow Fiend, despite the attempt on his life. Mars actually beating the Monkey King out so far. 2 bounties going the way of Dire already. They are chasing Mosin. He's going to be able to make it up to the other one. DJ388 does get the phase boots. Knockback, slow. Did I just see Mosin deny the bounty room? But Melody rotates over and gets the kill onto the Snapfire. So possibly worthwhile. I mean, yeah. Dire get 3 bounty runes and deny the 4th. So Radiant will get none. Hamim finally getting a little bit of farm over here, but the Centaur, well, he's actually not winning the XP game here. I thought he would be doing slightly better than this. Oh, Yamate's going to catch out the puck, who doesn't have the phase shift yet. Side face. Face down in the dirt. Lance with the open wounds out onto Polly. Mosin walking forward. He's just going to go ahead and TP home. They know Cookie's on cooldown still. Oh, he cancels the TP out, actually. Turns around. They might want to try to turn this on the Lance. DJ gets the spear stun out, but body blocked up by Mosin. There's another. All right. Wow, that was really well timed on the God Rebuke, but it's not quite enough to prevent the Snapfire cookie. Fire Snap cookie. Snapfire. Snapfire, Fire Snap from landing. But they're going to catch him, so double kill for Mosin. DJ. Nice spear back on the Lance, but it's not good enough. They get both of them in the offlane. Hamim. Mischief manages to dodge, I think, 1 tick of avalanche damage, but he still goes down to the right click of the Rockman. Candaloon. With the slaps. Slappage. $45, $44, $46. Yeah, still very even as far as last hits for both mid players, who have actually both now rotated off into the jungle somewhere. Level 7. Absolutely neck and neck between these two. I feel like, especially with the Arcane Rune, the Shadow Fiend's going to start to pull away a little bit. Just because his flash farm is a little bit more efficient. Maybe not more efficient. Ooh. Stun out. And slow. Pins him up to the tree, but Yamate's got the toss back. Throws DJ into Lance, and he'll get another kill on the puck. Meanwhile, another kill on the Mars. Candaloon again just mans up. He didn't even pop the retaliate stacks that time. He just hoof stomp, double edge, and 658 damage. He just outright kills him. 3 people rotating up here for Flower Gaming. Lance diving the tower onto Polly. Pops the rage in the open wounds. Trying to give him some slaps. DJ gets the TPN. There's a Snapfire. No, that was a toss, actually. Nice Snapfire stun onto both. DJ using the moonwalk, trying to run and hide in the trees. There's more backup on the way. Storm Spirit's rotating in. He's going to go and ball lightning across. Catches on the Mosin. DJ's still alive. Puck's here as well. They managed to kill off the Snapfire, and Lance left alone with the tier 1 tower will go down as well. Nice response from Denique, managing to save their Mars and get the return kills on those cheeky heroes diving deep. Obs ward down behind the tower. Maybe Yamate is looking for another Courier kill. Yeah, he sees the Rubik courier floating here under the tower, but he's not going to go for it. He's just walking away safe to the other side of the map. Keen Optic out for Melody, and Royal Jelly found by DDJ. Again, both these midi players just absolutely neck and neck as far as farm and neutral items are concerned. There is a ball lightning forward onto Candyland on here, but he has the Stampede. Nice double stun. He'll pop the Stampede. The silence is not quite in time. He does get clipped by the tip of the Boundless Strike. The orb forward, another attack, another ball lightning forward from Melody. Candyloon, does he have the move speed? 414? No, he's going to get pulled back by the Electric Vortex, and he will go down. So Stampede committed, and he doesn't even get out. A good kill for Melody and Sideface here. $250 gold exchange about. So we're seeing nothing crazy going on yet. What did Rubik steal? Mid-range raise? Lance rushing that Maelstrom. Yep. Snapfire. Going for the mech. Pretty standard. Tiny going for a Blink Dagger after the Tranquil Boots. I like this build. SF has P-Treads and a Wraith Band with the bottle. I wonder if he's going to go for the Shadow Blade or Sanjin Yasha or what. Snapfire stun in out of the Mars. They've got Yamate there as well with the Avatos combo. He'll go down again. Lance, another kill for him. 5 and 2 on the Lifestealer. Polly flirting with DDZ over here. He's going to start getting hit by some Mortimer's Kisses. Ooh, one more is going to finish him off, but he just barely gets out of range. So, good juke by him. He's still got the Arcane Rune and a lot of HP regen from those Tranquil Boots. There's 3 enemy heroes here about to be knocking on the door of this tier 1 tower. And the Lifestealer pushing top by himself could also threaten this one. Yamate's in. There's an Avalanche stun stolen from Polly, and they get the return kill, or the turnaround kill, onto the Tiny, who dove a little bit deep there. Melody managing to juke it out. He's rushing the Kaya, actually. I haven't seen that in a while either, but it's not a bad choice. Got a Buckler and Phase Boots out. Coil's out. Stuns after that. Hamim's going to go ahead and jump in with the Tree Dance. Does get stunned up by the Hoof Stomp, but there's a Boundless Strike to follow up. Sideface blinks on forward to the orb, but he's going to pop the Stampede and survive. Turns around with the Healing Salve. There's a quick Scatter Blast out on the Sideface, but it looks like both teams are going to go ahead and disengage from this. Hamim going for the Battle Fury.
Dire's middle tower is under
And he's got the Broom Handle in his stash. Probably going to try to switch that out for the Iron Talon. Nice cookie stun from the creep onto him, followed by the Hoof Stomp. Double Edge and Boundless tries to make a little bit of space, but it's not enough. They just get a quick kill onto the Monkey King.
Radiant structures are fortified.
388.
Jax thinks
Looking over here at Lance. Lance needs about 50 gold for that Maelstrom.
What's wrong?
Did a little moonwalk right in front of him.
Radiant's
Candyloon
tower is under
popped the Retaliate stack, so the kid had just expired. Duration 20 seconds. Candyloon's courier goes down, but he is beating into this building. And the Retaliate works on buildings. So Hamim with the... Oh, they're going to get... Okay, Candyloon's dead. Polly, another cookie, tries to save Mozun, but he's going to get lifted up and pulled back in and slaps down. Probably going to try to get this last hit to Hamim. He does get it. Takes a lot of damage along the way, but the Jingo Mastery stacks are going to allow him to heal on up. Nice coil from the puck means they can't get out from underneath the tower. DJ going for the Vlads. That's pretty common. We see this on most offlaners. DDZ got the poor man's shield, and he went for some drums. So he wants to get some aggression going early. Spears pins Tiny to a tree. One raise lands, but they're not going to be able to run him down all the way under his tier 2. So they're just going to go ahead and turn around. The cores are going to focus on the building. Got a TP out from the Snapfire mid. Candyloon posturing around over here. Is that a hood? That'd be my guess. I think that was probably, yeah. He hasn't actually purchased a cloak yet. I hear another avalanche. Ooh, there's a toss back into the Requiem. DJ's just toasted. The Fear catches Puck as well. He doesn't have phase shift. He hasn't even skilled it yet. He will just go ahead and jaunt away. But he's low. He needs to head back to base. And it looks like... Oh, Candyloon goes ahead and pops the Stampede. Yamate's in onto the Rubik. He does get a quick lift up in response, but Melody's in as well. Snapfire stun catches him though. Candyloon, he's going to go ahead and chase for Yamate anyway. He gets the Electric Vortex off, and another couple Chain Lightnings manages to dodge the Scatter Blast. Nice Fade Bolt out from the buyback Rubik onto the Centaur, getting him low. And Hamim's here as well. Gonna go ahead and catch the Shadow Fiend with the Boundless Strike. He takes a raise to the face and almost dies to the Death Requiem, but they managed to take 4. So 1 kill and a buyback from the Rubik, and they managed to get 4 out of 5 enemy heroes. The only one who survived was the only one who didn't show up to the fight. 1,400 gold. Speaking of Lance, though, he finds side face, but he's going to go ahead and orb away. He tries to Waning Rift to the high ground, but doesn't quite make it, and Polly's going to feed away his courier as well. He's got that mid-range raise stolen again, misses with it, though. It's a little bit too short. So Lance will just walk in, snag a kill, and walk away. And yeah, we're going to see that classic Maelstrom straight into Halberd for the Lifestealer.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Just makes him really hard to deal with, so he's up in your face and you can't hit him very easily. Throwing the cookie and stun the creep wave up. Candelian taking the building with the retaliate stacks. Does just barely juke the raise again. But Storm Spirit's here this time. They do get the last hit onto the building. Threatens the hoof stomp. Doesn't throw it. Threatens it again. And he will just go ahead and die to the overload stacks. Mozun trying to kill Polly. But the Scatterblast is going to be stolen. Oh, the Mortimer's Kisses are coming out. Polly just barely manages to get inside of range of it. He does go ahead and die still. Sideface gets the silence out on Mozun. It looks like Melody and DJ are rotating over. Coil is actually committed for the Snapfire kill. He does get a double stun with the cookie onto the range creep, but he's not going to make it out of this Melody dominating streak. That lightning is just so satisfying to see fly around. And Imclaw drops. I think he's probably, yeah, he's going to use that instead. It's probably better than the Iron Talon, even for jungling. Especially when he's got the Maelstrom to just be able to clear things out in groups. If you just hit the thing with the most health, you end up cleaving through things really, really efficiently. Hit a Brooch on Melody. That's actually a fantastic item on Storm. Mana and move speed. He tends to be fairly slow, and max mana is really good for him. Yamate's Blink is available, though, and we've got a Crystallis up on the Shadow Fiend as well. Avatos combo out on... No, excuse me. Ava combo. Avalanche onto Melody. Toss back onto the SF, but he zips away before the Requiem hits, and the Fear disables him. And the Storm is going to escape with his life. Denique, TJ has a Soul Ring coming out, actually. I hear another ulti being wound up. He doesn't even bother finishing it. He just kills him with the raise. So Mars walks in to defend the tower by himself, or maybe he was on the high ground on a vision? Regardless, he gets taken out pretty easily. Melody now has lots of mana. A little bit slowed down. That Scatterblast is just a really good ability.
Radiant's top tower is
It slows the same whether you're right up in front of him or if you're farther away. SF winding up the... just likes the noise of the Requiem wind-up. It's really interesting. He's gone for this heavy right-click build. I wonder if he's going to go for a BKB anytime soon. Oh, we got another initiation in. Melody follows up, and he cuts on to Mozun. Candyloon gets caught with the cookie. He will walk away. Oh, finds a haste rune, actually. He's turning around and running back in. Lance is in on the Melody as well, making the Storm spend some mana on this Ball Lightning to get away. There's a stolen Scatterblast, but there's a toss-up. Polly might not make it out of this. Never mind, there's a Coil, catches them all. Mars ulti to follow up. Tiny pin to the wall. DDZ gets the Requiem off, manages to fear everybody away. DJ just runs away. Hamim pops the ultimate, but good God, he just gets destroyed. There's a Stampede as well. They're running in onto it. DJ pops the stick, but it's not going to be enough to keep him alive. He will go down. So 3-0, actually, all told. Despite a good Coil and Arena of Blood initiation, they're not able to follow up with it, and they just lose everything. The Storm surviving that was pretty much the only silver lining for Team Denique. We're up to 5K net worth advantage now in favor of Flower Gaming. And 86% win chance, says Dota Plus. And they're not done. They're just going to go ahead straight onto the Tier 3 tower. There's a Dragon Scale out on the Centaur, plus the Retaliate. This tower is dying really fast. It's already down, and they're actually going to go ahead and start hitting onto the melee racks. There's a Spear out, but the Lifestealer manages to dodge it with the Rage. Mozun just slowing him down. There's a Boundless Strike as well. A toss up. They throw Polly into the middle, and they get him. Quick kill on the Rubik. But all the ultis are down for the Radiant. Okay, there's another Cookie Stun forward onto the Mars, and they'll kill him as well. And there's the melee barracks, already dead. 18 minutes and 28 seconds. They'll get the range racks as well, and they'll walk away scot-free. Lance doesn't even care. He's like, nah, I'm going to stay here and finish off this creep wave. 8k net worth lead now. I mean, yeah, they committed the Wukong's command and died. They committed the Arena of Blood and died. And the Qual came up, but he didn't have anybody else to follow up damage on it. So my next question is pretty much how long is it going to take Flower to get in here for Roshan so they can push again. There's only one tier 2 tower remaining for Team Denique. Like last game, Flower takes a fairly early lead, but this time Denique is not turning it around so fast. Full Daedalus finished up on the Shadow Fiend now. It's interesting he hasn't gone for anything to give him any attack speed yet, or any beef. There is a smoke as well. The Tiny going for a 4-staff. He's got the Nether Shell. This is fantastic. 8% spell damage on the Avatas combo. Oof. Poor man shield on the Snapfire. Actually, I think this is a great decision because they want something else in the SF. The People's Gift is better for him. Gives him a little extra beef though because, you know, extra agility and damage block. We've got a pipe and the Crimson Guard on the way for Centaur. He needs to afford it still. Halberd's done, finishing up the Mjolnir on Lance. Also a good item choice. Whoop, they get the stun combo with the fear out onto Melody, and he's going to go down. Excellent coordination. DDZ just hiding in the tree line. The stun toss combo is enough to prevent him from being a ball lightning out before the fear hits, and then he just goes down within the duration of that disable.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Andy Loon not taking the tower because he's waiting for his creeps to get in range.
Dire's top tower.
But as soon as they do, he'll be over there slapping it with the Dragon Scale. Now he's going to prioritize killing the catapult. Come on, tower, hit the Centaur. You'll die faster. Do it. They're in the base onto side face. This game is looking pretty damn over. 94% win chance. DDZ with a double damage rune and a Daedalus. Just wrecking this tier 3 tower. Spear flies through, does not catch either Candelier nor Lance, doesn't even get the knockback. He just radiates. Storm's going to go ahead and ball lightning in to kill off the creep wave. There is an Arena of Blood out, but it's not really doing anything. Wukong's command over the side as well. They do catch the Shadow Fiend to the south. Storm Spirit in on top of him as well. He's probably going to go down. Yeah, he does die. DJ is getting slowed down. He's trapped up in the avalanche. Lance finishes him off. Toss up as well. Kills off the poly. Hamim, he's got disarmed by the halberd. Mortimer's Kiss is flying over the back. He's going to survive the tree toss just barely. Nice spear backwards. Interrupts the stun from Snapfire. Yamate's in again with the avalanche, but it doesn't actually hit onto anybody. So they managed to take 2 so far, relatively successful high ground defense from Denique. Monkey King stunned up. He does get the Boundless Strike off, but he doesn't have any more than a single Jingle Mastery stack left. Mozun's going to die as well. Yamate again, an Avatos combo onto the Mars, but they get the kill onto the Snapfire. Lance, I don't know why he decided to hang around. Storm is out looking for the Tiny as well. He's gone slightly the wrong way. Run to your left, buddy. Okay, Tiny will TP out safely. They got the scan. They spotted him, but he wasn't there in time. So 4 for 2. Because the Mars bought back and died again. Or 3, I should say. But all together, 2,300 gold swing in favor of the Radiant, and they managed to keep their melee racks alive, which is going to go ahead and regen now. It's going to take it a few minutes to get back to full HP. 1,400 divided by 5. 70 seconds? Or, no, 280 seconds. That's almost 5 minutes. It'll take it to regen to full. But still, they managed to recover from that. However, Invis rune on Yamate over here. He is just happened to be underneath a sentry ward. I think they might have spotted him there. A couple pings came out. Melody's going over. The smoke is broken. Toss back, stunning under the Storm Spirit. He gets forced off the way. Yamate Storm forces the other direction. So they will both teams will be able to disengage from that little skirmish without any casualties as of yet. Monkey King. Okay, he's got the Battle Fury and the Echo Saber. He's going for the BKB, and then after that he has a Rapier queued up. I don't know about that choice, but maybe if the game gets to that point, that will be their only possible mode of salvation. SF with the Plate Mail, so Shivas or AC? That's Snapfire's career. Another smoke out from the Dire. I do see DJ and Melody over here. Candy Loon showing. I'm not sure if he knows he's under an obs ward or not. DDZ pushing this creep wave apart.
Dire's top tower has
Tiny with a shadow amulet on the courier. Looks like he's going for a shadow blade. He doesn't have the claymore yet. They know Hamim is over here though. They saw him split pushing. They'll pop the obs ward down. They see him. He's gonna get this creep wave real quick. He jumps into the trees. Lance is coming over. Chops one randomly. There's a tree toss as well looking for him, but he will get the TP away. Meanwhile, Melody gets a solo kill onto DDZ in his own jungle. How does that happen? 183 damage dealt. And he doesn't even have a freaking orchid. Oh, I lied. He does have an orchid. Okay. And a bloodstone. And a vambrace. So I guess he changed his mind about the Kaya I had seen him queue up earlier. I thought he had finished that, but must not have. DJ here with the Dragon Scale pushing this building. Avatos combo onto him. He's got the Moonwalk out, but he's taking a lot of damage from the Mortimer's Kisses. He will go down. Storm Spirit's in onto the Mortimer, though. So she's going to take a lot of damage. There is protection. Tiny threw the Shadow Amulet on her. She didn't die yet. And Storm's walking away with relatively low mana. 25-minute bounty rune spawn. There's another avalanche thrown out onto Polly. And a lift to push him back. So Rubik will make it away with his life. Radiant have an obs ward here. There's a sentry down. They spot the obs. Mosin will just barely get the kill on the obs ward. Dragon Scale gets the last hit on the potato for Candy Loon. And Lance is pushing top in. I'm honestly amazed neither team has gone for Roche yet. Oh, they found Hamim. He just barely gets the BKB. He's going to go ahead and turn around with the Wukong's command just to make some space. Wow, that ball lightning did a lot of damage to both the SF and the Tiny. But there's 2 stuns up. The Storm is just dead. Storm Spirit, I think you need your own BKB, bud. They have too many stuns. Titan Sliver. Going to go ahead and teleport that back to base. I wonder if anybody's going to pick that up. Monkey King. Quickening Charm for the Rubik. That's a really good choice. The shorter cooldown, especially on stone spells, is fantastic. Gold lead is narrowed to 3k, but DDZ's got an Aegis now. Okay, actually, Casual Plate Mail's going back for a BKB. I mean, I don't blame him. He died solo to the freaking Storm Spirit because he has no way to purge off an Orchid. DJ nabbing up a couple of the last hits away from the SF. Again, because they planted their fresh obs ward up there. But Mozu's here to make sure that they take that out. Radiant just fortified. I guess they're making sure they keep this catapult alive so they can try to focus down this tower. Tiny's in with the Avatar's combo, but Hamim turns around with the BKB. He's just going to have to TP away, though. The Force Staff gets him out. And now he's not going to have that BKB to defend his high ground for the next minute. Not that it really matters too much, because DDZ still has the Aegis for the next 4 minutes. 4 minutes and 3 seconds to be exact. Lance with a Mindbreaker and a Basher. I think he probably hopes that he doesn't get a proc from the Basher at the same moment. Greater Fairy Fire. Tiny's got the Shadow Blade up now. Titan Sliver out on the Monkey King. Still the Vambers in the Storm. Telescope for Snapfire. But most of the other neutral items haven't changed much, and Lifestealer going in for the full Abyssal Blade. I mean, there's really... Who's going to build a casual Basher anymore and not finish the Abyssal now that it has the Blink Strike effect on it? Like, maybe the TI9 Gyro strat with the Ag Side Gunner, but Gyro's not in the meta anymore, so that wouldn't really make a lot of sense to see. Hamim's still doing his best to split push as much as possible. He still has that Divine Rapier queued up. Just need to see if he decides to follow through on that. There's a DD sitting in the top river. Another smoke out from our friends Flower Gaming. And there's a quick infest bomb into Yamate with the Shadow Blade, 513 move speed. They catch the Mars out alone here. The silence from the Mindbreaker, and he's just dead. Mega kill for the
Dire
Tiny.
structures are fortified.
Yeah, here's a carbon footprint for you.
Dire's top tower has some radiant
Cookie stun forward. There's a Yule Scepter out on Polly. He gets stunned up by the Hoof Stomp, and he will die. Immediate buyback out of him. Is there a buyback available for the Mars? No, there is not. In fact, he is 12 seconds and 200 gold short. So they're going to just take out this melee barracks. Silence out onto the Shadow Fiend. Wukong's command. There's a quick Snapfire ulti turning around on Hamim. He pops the BKB. DDZ has his thrown out as well. Melody in the back is on to the Snapfire. DDZ pops the ultimate, but is he going to... Oh, he wins the man fight versus the Monkey King, despite the lifesteal in response. And they lose the Storm on the backlines as well. GG's just called. That's it. Hamim's done. Lance pops the Rage as a victory celebration. And game 2 will go the way of Flower Gaming. So, series now tied up 1-1. We're going to game 3. And that next bracket is supposed to start in 30 minutes. It'll be interesting to see if they do that on time. I'll keep an eye on it. Whoa. Oh yeah, I had clicked on Lifestealer and Centaur to clarify a couple other abilities before the game started, and apparently the voice lines waited till now to come through. I mean, a good attempt by Denique. They never managed to get a good team fight. They were always getting picked off. Alright, Flower would find somebody pretty much by themselves, and that was it. I was thinking that Denique would be the team that would be able to catch people by themselves, but as it turned out, the split-pushing Monkey King was a little vulnerable. The Mars kept getting caught in the wrong place at the wrong time. Same with the Rubik. And the Storm got a little overzealous once or twice. But for this really aggro build with no defensive items, kind of shot him in the foot in the long run. So, Flower Gaming, winner of Game 2. Game 3 will be coming up fairly soon. You can see the score right here. Repair kit available on Mosin. I mean, the net worth mostly tells the story. Monkey King on par with the Lifestealer and Shadow Fiend, but most of his team a little bit behind. Storm Spirit with a solo kill. I thought that was emblematic of the game, right? Like, he beats the shit out of DZZ by himself, but obviously it wasn't enough.